Welcome back to Paradise Pond. It's July the 3rd and I am finally going to do a walkabout of my property. It's been a long time. I've been gone for 2 months this spring, and so it took a while getting things fixed up so I could show. And this is just like my personal journal of how things progress year after year on my place. But you're allowed to come along too if you're interested. I have 4.5 acres and I'm gonna show you the garden now. So here's the entrance to my garden. Don't laugh too much. My mom, bless her heart, does her best to keep the deer out, but we are still having troubles. So I'm kind of delineating a pathway now. And so the first sad news is that my pear tree has died. We had a really cold snap this winter, so it did not last. In the whole valley where I live, there is no soft-fleshed fruit this year. They all got destroyed by that cold snap. And this apple tree has one branch that's viable. The asparagus is doing well. The deer ate the strawberries, a lot of them. And my espalier apple tree was doing so well. I was so thrilled when I got back, and then the deer got in. There was, I would say, 15 to 20 apples on it, and now there is only 2. So I'm just beside myself. They like this plant a lot. I forget what it is. My aunt gave it to me. Of course, they ate my rose bushes and my cherry tree. And they nibbled at my new strawberry patch. I had planted 3 raspberry canes that my aunt gave me last year, and they just exploded. So I decided to remove them all because that scares me when things take over so much like that. And so I've planted some lettuce and spinach in that bare patch there. Hasn't shooted up yet. And then my nectarine tree that I planted last year is pathetic. Just fruit tree growing is so hard. I am so discouraged. This is the first year that my peonies have bloomed, so that cheers me up a bit. I try to deter the deer with the row covers, and that has helped, but kind of after the fact. And also, Mom bought a camera, so we've been able to catch some footage of the guy, but we still don't know exactly how he gets in because, you know, you can only face the camera one certain way, and he may get in another way. So I've been kind of tilting the camera each direction. Anyways, yeah, I got a huge weed patch here, and there's my row cover. So yeah, pretty sad, this garden. Now I want to show you the pond. It's pretty bad too. So last year I spent quite a bit of time digging that trench in order for the water level to lower, because I thought it would prevent the water from seeping up into that soil and toppling the logs, but clearly all my efforts have not proven beneficial at all. It's worse than ever. I have never had so many logs fallen. This is so discouraging. I just have to keep building it up year after year, and then they topple down, and then I build it up again. Oh, but I have to wait for the water to get out now, obviously. So I was away in South Carolina for 2 months hiking the Palmetto Trail, and when I got back in May, I had the most delightful surprise waiting for me. My shiitake logs had fruited. So here's the footage from that. I've got shiitakes fruiting. Oh, I wish I would have noticed it sooner, because some of them went way too big, as you can see over there. But this is so exciting. I'm gonna pick some for lunch. Little bit old. After 3.5 years, they are finally fruiting. Sadly though, most of them were wormy, but we did get a little taste of them, but not too much. They were a bit old, I guess. Mom has her potato patch planted. And our pond is filling up. It needs digging out, all this sludge. I wish I could access it. But the great news is that our neighbors have sold. We haven't met our new neighbors yet. They haven't moved in, but oh, I am so happy. We have our logs mostly covered for protection, I'm assuming. I wasn't in charge of that part. My dear mother did a great job of weed whacking and mowing all the weeds when we got back. So now it looks quite pretty, I think, even though it is weeds and not lawn. That was a huge job. These oyster mushrooms have given a little bit, but nothing too much to write home about. I'm quite pleased with this little side garden, and I planted a new herbal bed, and the garlic is looking really good, although the straw has produced oats. Anyways, this is my next project that I'm working on, is weeding this area, and then I'm going to build out the wall some more. So that's been fun.